out another princess show. And thank you so much for the recommendation. This is a French animated series from the late 90s and quite possibly one of the most amazing princess shows I have ever seen. So let's turn a feminist lens on Princess Sissi.
Each other the way that we like, no fortune, no fame, no days and nights are lonely, your memories fill my dreams. I know because you live, I'll do the same.
Princess Sissi, unlike other princess TV shows or movies, is actually based on a real historical figure. The Empress of Austria, Elizabeth of Bavaria, who was known to her family and friends by the nickname Sissi, is the basis for this show. Now, let's be clear, I have no idea how historically accurate this is, but it is kind of really neat and refreshing to see a princess show that's based on a real person rather than a fable or a fairy tale. The most impressive thing to me, I think, is that Sissi is actually a very active protagonist. She is constantly shown doing interesting things and being proactive, and she saves the day at least as often, if not more, than the romantic male lead Franz. Yes, this is a romance story. It's an epic tale of a love that defied class structure and political opposition. But Sissi is far from a passive player in these happenings and constantly amazes me with her take-charge attitude. She is a brilliant female role model. She's kind, compassionate, and headstrong, doesn't take crap from anyone, and loves to get out there and do things. And not just in terms of pursuing her goals. She also has a lot of active hobbies like horseback riding and mountain climbing. She's spectacular and nobody can tell her that something isn't ladylike. But now let's get the bad stuff out of the way. The first thing I noticed right off the bat is that the animation is really not very great here. There's weird clunky movements and oddly shifty anatomy aplenty. It looks pretty enough, but it's nothing particularly exemplary in the visuals department. But while it may be a tad sloppy, it's not really terrible in a deal-breaking way, and especially for a show from the 90s, is much more than watchable. And especially since it has some very strong storytelling and fantastic characters. I fell in love with the entire cast right away, and I don't see how anybody could not. Some of the pacing is a little bit weird, and in some places the voice acting can feel a tad forced, but it's the heart and the sincerity in this show that will win you over. If you want a feminist role model, she doesn't necessarily have to be wielding a sword or a bow and arrow. It's refreshing to see a princess who is proactive and pursues her own goals. One who falls in love on her own terms and actively pursues a man rather than just waiting for one to come and sweep her off her feet.
Nobody else will take you away. Nobody else will love you this way. Nobody else will take you away. Nobody else. Nobody else.
That's it for my review of Princess Sissi. A brilliant example of a feminist princess and an overall very well done animated series. I hope I may have sparked your interest. If you enjoyed the video, please do subscribe for more. Add me on Facebook and Twitter as well. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!